Hello, and welcome to Victor Vern Sports Chat. I'm Vern, and welcome to our daily sports update show. The recap of the last 25 hours of sports, and there's been quite a lot of sports going out there, some other stuff as well. Let's go through our topics of today. We have football started, cricket, rugby, Major League Baseball, and some WNBA. That's our sport topics for today. Let's get the topics out of here. And our host this morning, of course, could only be one place. Could it be Anchorage in Alaska, where all the shit's happening to this yesterday? Let's take a look. Anchorage out there in the winter. Just on the coast, mountains in the background. Looks quite nice, I must say. I'm not a big fan of the winter. I'm a summer person. There you go. Let's put it in the summer. Anchorage. Looking nice. Looking nice out there. So you guys know where Anchorage is. Let's get the map out as usual. There's Alaska. Anchorage is at the bottom, south, right at the bottom there. Anchorage, Alaska. 290,000 people live there. Too cold for me. And a shout out to all the boys and girls in the forces that were at the base yesterday and all around Alaska there. Thanks so much for your service. And I hope you guys are doing well in the summer. It's going to get cold soon. So let's get into our first topic of the day, and then we can only start when there's only one player we can start. And it started, the Premier League is back, baby. And what a game we had last night. We had Liverpool against Bournemouth, 4-2 for the reigning champions. Well, let's get Anchorage out of here. SSDK and Gapper opened the scoring for Liverpool. They were leading up 2-0. I was still watching Donald and Vlad meeting on the tarmac then. I switched over in the second half because Vic was covering it live. Semenyo of Bournemouth made it 2-2 and it got really nervy there. It was a nervy affair there between Liverpool and Bournemouth. But Federico Chiesa scored in the 88th minute there to seal it for Liverpool. Crowd went absolutely ballistic. Premier League, can't wait. And then, of course, in the 94th minute, Mo Salah, who had actually a fantastic game, scored the 4-2. Great stuff there from Liverpool. Good start of the season. Excitement is here. Fantastic stuff. And let's go quickly through the fixtures for today. Some good ones. Aston Villa, Newcastle. That should be an absolute screamer. Let's check out what else is there. Ooh, Chelsea, Crystal Palace. That should be a good one tomorrow. And of course, Manchester United against Arsenal. Live on this channel tomorrow afternoon. So join us for that one. Buenos dias, Diego. That's live on the channel. And of course, Leeds against Everton, which will also be live on Monday evening on the channel. Vic will be doing that one. And I've heard that Manchester United, Arsenal, Ryan will be joining us as well. You said, I've got to do that one. He's got to do that one. So that is the Premier League. It's idea. We did have some other football scores there. I'm just going to go quickly in there quickly. Some other football scores. Other leagues did start. I'll run through that one quickly. If I can get it. There we go. Quickly go through. I think the Germans had cups. That's not that important. La Liga started yesterday. And Rayo Vallecano beat Girona 3-1. Good start for them. And of course, Villarreal beat Real Oviedo 2-0. So good starts there. German had cups. So it's not that exciting. Mexican League West Tijuana did not play. So it's not that exciting. French started as well. We had Stade Rennes beat Marseille. That's a surprise 1-0. Already a surprise in the beginning of the season. But that is your football results for yesterday. So let's get those ones out of the way. Premier League, let's go. That's what that. And of course, we do have today, not just South Africa, that's Australia, South Africa in the rugby, that's also in the cricket. That starts today, I think around 12 o'clock. Australia, South Africa. That's the third of the T20s. The last one, the decider, it is one apiece. So that should actually be a cracker as well. So if anybody enjoys the cricket, I'll give you the updates tomorrow. And that's the cricket. It's out here. And we got a lot of rugby on this channel at the moment. Wow, 80,000 subs, 80,500 almost. Yesterday afternoon it was 80,000, and then it's just jumped up 500. Fantastic stuff, man. Let's get into the rugby. Let's get into some transfer news. Lewis Rees-Zammit, the NFL failure. The Welshman, the 24-year-old, has signed for the Bristol Bears. He is a talent. Not good enough for the NFL. That's just a whole different ball game, man. That's all I can say. Well, good luck to him at the Bears. The Welsh really need him. SSR Companies and now Steven. Going for Puma upset today. I'm also going for the Pumas. Ah, you mean those Pumas. Now I'm going for the All Blacks. Sorry about that. I'm going for the other Pumas against the Lions. Then, of course, we do have some Curry Cup. There we do, Curry Cup. We had some games. One game yesterday. It was the Griquas against Vic's Sharks. And the Griquas won that one, 26-17 against the Sharks. All I know, because I was listening to Vic, I couldn't watch it. I had to go fetch my daughter. The Sharks players, the U20 players, Vusi Moyo and Labakane, that played really well, which is nice to see the young kids playing there. But this afternoon, the game we will be covering will be the Pumas against the Lions. And then we have the Cheetahs against Western Province. And the Western Province team's got also about 3 or 4 of the U20 World Cup winners in that province. But we are watching the Pumas against the Lions because both games are at the same time. So we have to choose one. And of course, tomorrow it is the big one, Cavaliers against the Bulls, which should be an excellent rugby game. So check that out. Also live on the channel. And just to plug that quickly, Pumas Lions there at 2 o'clock. So join us for that one. Fantastic stuff. And then, of course, this has started, the Rugby Championship. Get in there. I would say the second most important tournament in rugby. First is the World Cup, then it's the Rugby Championship. Fantastic stuff. We have all games live on the channel. And we'll start off with this one, the big one. That is the mighty Springboks against the Wallabies. That starts at about 5 to 5 in the afternoon. But we will have, of course, the preview show. That starts at 4, so join us for that one. Straight after the rugby, the Pumas against the Lions. Watch that one. Switch save over. Fantastic stuff. Vic and Run the whole weekend. Yes. Fantastic stuff. Then, of course, later on in the evening, 11 o'clock at night, Central European time, that's the Pumas against the All Blacks. That should be a cracker there in Cardozo, in Argentina. Can't wait for that one. Also live on the channel, just like we go. We might as well move in here, man. That's the rugby. Fantastic stuff. And it's out here. Rugby gone. Then we're getting to a little bit of North American sports. And we'll always start off with the WNBA. There we go. Oh, something went wrong there. Let's make that a bit bigger. There we go. Yeah, never mind. WNBA. Let's run through the results quickly. The Mystics beat the Fever 88-84. We have the Valkyries beating the Sky 90-59. Bit of a hammering there for the Sky. We had the Sparks tipping the Wings 97-96. Kelsey Plum had 28 points for the Sparks. And Paige Bukers had 29 points for the Wings. Good stuff there by the two ladies. Then we had the Storm beating the Dream 80-78. And last but not least, Aces against the Mercury 86-83. And this lady here, I must say, has had a screamer of a season. Let's get that one out of the way. A screamer of the season. That is Aisha Wilson. An absolute screamer of the season. Again, 30 points, 16 rebounds. She's had a fantastic year, I must say. Well done to her. Star performer of the day, Aisha Wilson from the Aces. That's the WNBA. Let's get into Major League Baseball. There's some games still carrying on. I'll just check here quickly. One game is still finished. Okay, let's run down through. The Pirates beat the Cubs 3-2. The Brewers beat the Reds 10-8. The Phillies beat the Nationals 6-2. The Rangers lose out to the Blue Jays 5-6. The Braves beat the Guardians 2-0. The Marlins lose out to the Reds 2-1. The Mariners, looks like a nice game there against the Mets, 11-9 for the Mariners. The Orioles beat the Astros 7-0. The White Sox lose to the Royals 1-3. The Tigers beat the Twins 7-3. The Yankees beat the Cardinals 4-3. The Diamondbacks lose to the Rockies. Oh my goodness, the Rockies can win a baseball game. Fantastic stuff. The Angels Athletics, that is just finished. That is 10-3 for the Angels. 10-3 for the Athletics, sorry. Then the Padres beat the Dodgers, lose to the Dodgers 2-3. And the Rays and the Giants, that is still going on. Let me take, that's at the bottom of the ninth. It is 7-6 for the Rays against the Giants. And that's your Major League Baseball. And North American sports. And it's out of here. Let's check the chat quickly. I just want to have a quick sip of the white stuff. Yes, Stephen. Subscribe and like to the channel. That's always super important. Share it. Huh? Share it with your friends and family that can join in. Why always be so selfish? Share it. And then some stuff that are coming up on the channel, which is super excited about. It is Women's Rugby World Cup. Starts on the 22nd of August with a game England against USA live on this channel. I'll be doing that one because I think it's Vic's anniversary. So Vic will have to go out with his wife and, winer and diner. But I will be here. Women's Rugby World Cup, England against the USA, live on this channel on the 22nd. That's a Friday evening. Join me for that one. It's going to be epic. And then a lot of games coming up with for the Women's World Cup. We will choose the better ones. And then, of course, there is this one. Eurobasket. Eurobasket starts on the 27th of August. It's going to be a screamer. 4 games a day. I don't think we'll do 4 games. We'll also check out and get the best games we can watch. That's going to be an epic Eurobasket. Can't wait for that one as well. Should be absolutely fantastic. And that's the morning show, guys. Let's check out the chat quickly. Oh, there are lots of people out there. We did have a little poll there. Who wins today in the rugby? New Zealand against Argentina. 2/3 of you think New Zealand's going to win that one. Vic thinks there's going to be an upset. I think New Zealand's going to do it. But hey, that's just the show today. That is the poll. Everybody out there, I hope you have a great Saturday and a great weekend. Don't forget to join us 2 o'clock this afternoon for the Pumas against the Lions. And then straight after that, it's the rugby preview, the Springboks against the Wallabies at 4. Then at 4:45, it's the Springboks against the Wallabies. And then after that, we have the review show where we look at the players, give a bit of ratings, talk about who played well, who played crap, get our honest opinion. And of course, then at 11 o'clock, we do have the Pumas against Argentina till about 1:15 in the morning. And then join me tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock for the morning show. That's it. That is the show for this morning. I hope you have a cracker of a day today. And everybody else there, especially guys there in Alaska, good job there, man. Absolutely love that. I was watching that last night. Great show you guys put out there. Guys, everything out there, have fun, take care, and be safe, as always. Ciao, ciao.